Hi folks, welcome back to the Bonneville. So far we've shown you how to make some really tasty cocktails, but now in this next series of videos we're going to be teaching you how to use the tools and techniques needed to make cocktails like a pro. So in this first video we're going to be looking at arguably the most important piece of bartending equipment, the cocktail shaker. Now these come in various shapes and sizes and in different forms. There's two main types, the 3-part shaker or the 2-part Boston tin. So we're not going to be looking too closely at the 3-part tin today. These are nice and nostalgic to have and to look at, but nobody really uses them in bars anymore. So we're going to be focusing on the Boston tin. So we'll always start with the Toby tin first. This is where we're going to build our ingredients. Now a good bartender will always pour the cheapest ingredients in first and save the liquor till the end. Just in case there's a mistake, you don't want to waste that valuable liquor. So next up we're going to take our Boston tin and we're going to fill this to the brim with cubed ice. Never crushed. Crushed ice will create far too much dilution and will never chill your drink down sufficiently. What we want is nice, big, cold, dry cubes of ice. When I say dry, I don't mean like disco dry ice. I'm talking just out of the freezer, cold, dry, fresh ice. You'll see some inexperienced bartenders put the ice in the Toby tin. This is incorrect. You'll never get enough ice in there to have a good shake. So we're going to pour our ingredients from the Toby tin into the Boston over the ice. Now we want to create a seal. So we're going to strike one side of the tin. So you have one open side and one flat side. That creates a perfect watertight seal for us to shake. So there's a few different techniques when you're shaking. So I like to control the full length of the tin with my thumb against the Toby tin and my fingers on the end of the Boston. But there are various ways of doing it. You can put both palms on either end of the tin, just whatever feels most comfortable for you. So the idea here is pretty simple. We're just going to have a short, hard shake, making sure the ice strikes both ends of the tins when we're shaking. We're going to go long strokes. I suggest shaking for between 8 to 12 seconds, but it all depends on how hard and fast you shake. To break the seal, hold the Boston tin in your weak hand with your thumb where the two tins join. Then strike the top of the Boston tin quite firmly with the heel of your other hand. The two tins should then separate easily. So now we've shaken our drink, we're going to need the next bit of kit, the Hawthorne strainer. You'll probably recognise it from most cocktail bars. It's a pretty simple bit of kit. It just comes in two parts. You've got the metal part that sits on top of the Boston tin and the spring, which allows us to control how fine we strain. As we pour out our cocktail, the spring holds back any shards of ice or bits of ingredients, seeds and whatnot that we don't want inside the glass. Some drinks will require a double strain. This is when you use a Hawthorne with a fine strainer. The fine strainer will just catch any debris that gets through the Hawthorne. If you're using a 3-part shaker, the concept is exactly the same, but remember you won't get as fine a strain using the built-in lid as you would do with a Hawthorne strainer. Thanks for watching. That was our first video on tools and techniques. If there's a tool or technique you want to see in the next video, please let us know in the comments box. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.